story that I think that I want to share with you, and I can tell you that it was very beneficial, spiritually uplifting. It taught me an awful lot about devotion to the Lord. But the story that I want to share with you is about a young man named David in our parish who was talked into taking an hour, 11 p.m., every Sunday night. David was very successful. He wanted to be an architect. He had a girlfriend. He was involved in sports. Tried this out for about 6 weeks and told his buddy that it was just too boring. He didn't want to do it. And his friend said, no, you're going to look bad. You need to do it for at least 3 months. And so we went back. And here's where the story gets very interesting. David Schalk, I'll use his name, 2 weeks later, at about 11:30 on a Sunday night, said it got so quiet that for the first time in his life, he heard God's voice. And God was saying to him, David, I want you to be my priest. Which absolutely amazed him. And he checked it out with a few other people and he said, well, just keep listening. And it was confirmed. And here we are 23 years later, and Father David Schalk has been a priest for 15 years. But he said he never had listened with true intention to hear the voice of God. And it was that time in the Adoration Chapel. And what's interesting is that from the time that started in the year of the millennium, that parish of about 2,500 families, St. Elizabeth Ann Seton Parish in Pickerington, Ohio, has had 4 vocations to the priesthood. And I'm thinking to myself, if every parish of that size had that many vocations, we would have no priest shortage whatsoever. And a lot of that has to do with the devotion, the upsurge in devotion in the Adoration Chapel, and many other things that they do well as well. But that's what I wanted to share. We love Father David Schalk, even though he's 350 miles away from me, he's dear to my heart. So that's what I wanted to share, that something beautiful can happen if we just get quiet enough to hear the voice of God speaking to us.